Better be.
Oh, David, I got such a fright when the gas cooker blew up.
What gas cooker?
I was preparing a meal for 50 guests, including the Duke and Duchess of Kent, with roast suckling pig.
Darling, you've been dreaming. Now you're awake.
Am I?
Yes.
Oh, yes, so I am. Thank goodness. What a relief. Oh. Good Lord, have we overslept? Have we?
Darling, it's Sunday. We can oversleep all day if we want to.
Oh, yes, so we can. If we want to. Oh, what a lovely thought.
Isn't it?
Certainly is. What's that?
Oh, I didn't hear anything. Stick 'em under the...
I did listen.
What the devil? It's the kids.
Pretend we're asleep. Don't take me notice.
Yes, all right.
Bless them. They meant well. They probably thought we'd like to have a nice little read.
Well, would you?
In a minute.
You're nice and cuddly.
Oh, so are you.
Oh, aren't they ever going to get up?
Oh, don't disturb them. Sunday morning's a time for a bit of peace.
Oh, what do they want peace for?
Not them. Us.
Oh, I want to tell Mum something.
Yeah.
Mum,
What is it?
I want to ask you something.
Go on, then.
It's nothing much, really.
Oh?
Sure you don't mind me disturbing you?
No, get on with it, dear.
Positive.
Yes.
It's not too early.
No.
I can come back later.
What? Peter!
Yes?
What was it you wanted? Peter?
What?
What did you want to ask?
What? Oh, I've forgotten.
Oh.
Oh, no, that's...
Oh, Bill, what's that? What's going on? Kids, what are you doing out there?
Oh, I'm sorry, David. I dropped my dumbbells.
Well, get back into bed and read a book or something. Your mother and I want some peace.
What are you smiling at?
Oh, nothing.
Go on, tell me.
Well, I was just thinking, if there was only somewhere in this house where we could get a little privacy.
Well, there is, but I doubt if we get the bed in it. Oh, David. thought he was never going to make it. David?
What now?
Do you really think the boys are reading?
Yes, of course they are.
Well, it's just that they're so quiet.
Well, that's what we wanted, wasn't it?
Yes, but I don't like the sound of it.
Oh, really, Sally?
And what's more,
There's more?
I haven't heard a peep out of Jane.
Why, coming for Jane? She's probably still in bed, fast asleep. We're still and quiet on the family front. Hey, do you think they've granted us a reprieve? Sally? What are you doing? You look like a bloodhound.
David?
What?
There's something burning.
What?
There's something burning. There's something on fire, I tell you.
Good Lord, I think you're right. Here, quick.
Oh, David! It's not me that's on fire. It's all right, darlings, we're coming. We're just... There's something wrong with the door. It's locked. The door's locked!
Oh, yeah.
All right, just hang on. We're coming. The bacon's a bit crisp.
But you like smoked bacon anyway.
I thought you'd like breakfast in bed. Oh, what a sweet thought.
Yeah, very sweet.
I bet you're starving.
Yes, we are, rather.
Come on, Peter. We'll leave you to enjoy it in peace.
Yes.
I'll get back into bed.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Your grub's up.
Oh, good. It's the first time I've had eggs and bacon that go snap, crackle and pop.
But what a luxury, breakfast in bed.
Yeah.
Oh, we can have a nice, restful day.
What a noble thought. Nice, restful day. You know, I don't think I'll even bother to shave.
Oh, won't you, darling?
No, I'm really going to take it easy tonight.
Well, I won't bother to put on any makeup.
Oh, fine. We can both slop around our dressing gowns all day.
Come in.
Finished yet?
Finished? Haven't even started.
Yes, well, you better get a move on or you're going to be late.
Late?
Late for what?
Well, the march. You promised to go on our Save Our Playing Fields march to the town hall. Well, come on. It starts in 20 minutes.
Aren't they up yet?
Oh, no.
Well, come on, if you turn up late, they'll think you're a property developer.
Well, go and get dressed. You're not ready either.
Okay, all together now, then.
Oh, really, Sally, what a lumber. Have you forgotten?
No, not really, but I hope they have.
Oh.
Mum,
What is it now?
can I ask you something?
No, not at the moment.
Oh, please.
Oh, look, go and get your clothes on. We're in a terrible hurry.
You'll be sorry.
Oh, do as you're told. Oh, what am I sitting on?
I told you you'd be sorry.
Oh!
From July, the new Fiat Punto Cabrio is open to the public.
So, breakfast in bed again, is it? Ah, is that breakfast for the blonde lady next door?
No.
Well, could you bring it in here, please?
No.
Yes, thank you very much. This way, thank you. Right, let's see if it takes me an entire morning to eat light Philadelphia smothered all over warm toast with strawberry jam. I knew it. Breakfast in bed? Ha. This is your last chance. Are you sure you're alone?
20 years ago, we at Asda made an amazing promise to every family in Britain. Permanently low prices. Those families have changed a bit in that time, but our promise hasn't. And as they've grown up, we've constantly checked our prices to make sure they stay low, permanently low. We call it Asda Price. And today, we're making an even bigger promise. If you can buy your weekly shopping cheaper anywhere else, we'll refund the difference. That's guaranteed. That's Asda Price.
Now, Max Factor International's improved 2,000-calorie mascara makes lashes fatter than ever.
When the waiter asked her what she wanted on her lashes, his slip-up told her exactly what was on his mind.
2,000-calorie mascara, new improved twice as rich from Max Factor International.
The roots of my hair are important to me, but so is the rest of it. I'm interested in all of my hair looking healthy.
Pantene contains provitamin B5, which not only nourishes at the root, but actually penetrates the whole of your hair, all the way to the tip.
I found it gives me shiny, healthy looking hair. I expect you have too.
Do you ever worry about getting old?
Me?
Nah. I'll tell you something, I am a kitten cat, mate.
Are you really?
Oh,
Well, would that be anything to do with kitty cat at all?
well, it's all down to the kitty cat, isn't it, mate? Oh, yeah, with all them nourishing proteins and minerals.
Yeah. Oh, well, all the chunks and the jelly and all that.
Well, yes, of course, I mean, the chunks and the jelly's good for you too, obviously, yeah. Do you know what they say?
No, what is that?
Life begins at 4.
And why do they say that then?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, it's the time you get your kitty cat every day, isn't it? 4 o'clock.
Gee, kitty cat. Us cats thrive on it.
Summer's just about here, but don't panic. If you get on the Slim Fast plan today, you could lose 10 pounds in a month. The plan's easy. The calories have been counted, the fat grams have been computed. You don't even have to think about nutrition. It's all in there. A shake for breakfast, one for lunch, a sensible dinner, even bars as snacks. So start today. By the time the weather heats up, you could look really hot. Slim Fast, come on, start today. You could lose 10 pounds in a month.
Washing up. You go in there and put your feet up and have a little read of the papers. I'll be in there in a minute.
Hey, David, how about making a start on that bike shed you were talking about?
Well,
Oh, no, I was going to ask you to mend the roof of my guinea pig house.
Oh, and I was... Now, look here, children. David's going to do nothing of the sort. It's Sunday and he's going to have a well-earned snooze.
am I?
Yes, you are.
Oh, does that mean we've got to be quiet?
Not at all. You can go into the park and make as much noise as you like.
It's too crowded at the weekends. All those soppy couples lying around everywhere.
Maybe that's where we should go.
Oh, Mum, we've got nothing to do.
Well, look, there's a very good film on at the cinema. It's all about football or some sport.
Oh, football, great. What's it called?
On the Game.
Sally, if you look again, I think you'll find that's an X film.
Oh, yes, so it is. Oh, that must be because when those chaps get sent off by the referee, there's some awful language flying around.
Oh, no, I bet it's because it was like that X film that was on last week. Poor mate Christopher Lee went round sinking his fangs into everybody's neck.
Peter!
And he got a long stake driven to his heart.
Really, Peter, that's enough.
Buckets of blood everywhere.
I do wish you wouldn't crowd round when I'm busy. Anyway, how do you know about that film?
Oh, Simon told me. Turned up his coat collar and said to the cashier, "Hiya, baby."
Oh, big mouth.
Simon, is this true?
Well,
Is it?
Yes.
Well, don't do it again. That's just asking for trouble.
Certainly is. And listen, if you think it's worthwhile spending good money on rubbish like that, wait till you're 18.
When we're that old, we can stay up and sit for nothing on the telly, like you do.
All right. The subject is closed. And incidentally, until after tea times on Sundays, so are all the cinemas. Now, what you lot need is plenty of good fresh air, so off you go. Spend the afternoon by the river.
Oh, no. Go on, off you go. It's a lovely afternoon. Now, go on. You go in there. I'll finish off.
Right.
Oh.
It was nice.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Bit long.
I won't be long. I shall be pretty quick. Remember me?
Oh, you're the girl I got a date with. Come here.
Do you know, I've just been thinking.
Don't think you're confused, that fine mind.
Hang on. I was thinking about the children. Isn't it funny how you can't wait to shoo them out, and then the moment they've gone, you can't wait to see them back again?
I think I can manage an hour or so without exactly pining away.
Yes, you're right, of course. You're absolutely right. I mean, married couples are entitled to some kind of private life, aren't they? The children can't command their every waking thought. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
I mean, with moments like this, we ought to dismiss them from our minds. I mean, our lot are old enough to look after themselves.
Right.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Getting heavy.
I can hear your heart beating.
Oh, you are nice and warm. It's lovely and cosy in here, isn't it? David. You're hurting my arm, darling.
What?
You're lying on my arm.
Sorry.
David? They will be all right. By the river, won't they?
Oh, Sally, really. Darling, now look. We've managed to maneuver a couple of peaceful hours together, so let's relax and relish it, right?
What's that?
Don't say it's some of our save-our playing fields lot still marching.
No, I should think it's more likely to be the local lads larking about. Isn't it chucking out time from the pub?
You're probably right.
Oh, David, have you got 10p? That'll be someone with a collecting box.
Yeah. Give them 20p.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
They won't go away for 10.
Well, it's not a bribe. The Salvation Army do marvellous work. You know, that's one of my favourite hymns. Is it really? Yes. I can remember when I was a little girl, I used to follow the Salvation Army band for miles, just hoping they'd play this.
That is lovely.
Welcome, another straying lamb to our flock. Another sinner come to repent. Come, sister, tell our brethren how you were tempted and saw the light.
Oh, well, it's very kind of you to offer, but actually my husband's waiting for me.
Have courage, sister. Put aside your sinful thoughts.
Yes, well, perhaps another time.
Ah, yes, sister. Heaven will forgive.
Yes. Oh, no. I think it's going to rain.
Oh, yes, I think you're right. Oh, brothers and sisters, let's get back up and go. Oh, dear.
Sorry, darling. I got a bit carried away.
I thought you were doing an audition for the Joy Bells.
I might have even got the job if it hadn't started raining.
Yeah, well, come and sit down.
Do you know, those little bonnets they wear are really very attractive.
Come and sit down.
Okay. Oh, do you know, it's really pouring out there now.
Yeah, makes all the cosier in here.
Yes. Oh, there's nothing like being all snuggled up, cosy and warm inside when it's raining cats and dogs outside. Cats and dogs. The children ought to get drenched.
Oh, darling, don't be silly. I mean, there's shelter till it stops. There are plenty of trees where they've gone.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm being ridiculous. Thunder. Lightning. Trees. David, the children, they're under the tree.
Darling, they'll be in that riverside snack bar listening to the jukebox.
David, how can you lie here when the children are in danger?
Calm down, Sally. They'll be as right as rain. Right as rain.
No jokes at a time like
Worrying
this.
about nothing.
I know, you think it's a storm in a teacup.
Storm in a teacup.
David!
Hang on a minute.
Oh, you're coming then?
No, but put this on the step. The rain's got to be good for something.
David, you're horrible. Your whole attitude is cynical and irresponsible. Listen, I'm going out there to search, and I'm not coming back without my sons and your daughter.
Blimey, you've been a long time. We have to get our own teas.
Are you all right?
All right, yes. Why, shouldn't we be?
Well, Storm, didn't you get soaked?
No, we went into the snack bar and played the jukebox.
Yeah, then Fatty and Skip's bar, they gave us a lift home.
You're dripping all over the carpet.
Yes, I know.
Daddy said you're potty going out in all that rain.
Yes, I bet he did. Where is he? Upstairs, snoring his head off, I suppose.
No, he's gone out to look for you.
All's well that ends well. It's good to have a nice early night after such a fraught day.
Oh, heavenly. Do you know, I haven't even heard a jumbo jet for the last half hour. I think they must have organised a strike for us or something. Oh.
Sure the kids are all tucked up?
Sure as anyone dare hope. It's a bit of a battle, mind you. Ooh, have you warmed it up?
Yes.
Ah. Oh, darling. You tired out?
Not too tired for a little cuddle.
Oh, heaven.
Oh, bliss.
Makes all the dramas of the day disappear, doesn't it? Just you and me.
We two.
Us.
Good Lord, Jane, what's happening?
Must be a burglar or something. It's all right, Jane, it's all right, we're coming. David, the door's locked. The door's locked.
It's all right, darling, we're coming, don't worry. We're there.
We're just going to unlock it.
All right, Jane, what's happened, darling?
Oh, I think she's had a nightmare or something.
Oh. Have you had a bad dream, darling?
Oh, Sally, Daddy, it was terrible. So real. This great big slimy monster. Oh, I'll never be able to go back to sleep.
Oh, yes, you will, darling. It was only a dream.
Yes, it must have been. I mean, we've looked all around Jane's room. There's nothing there now.
Yes, there you are. You see, there's nothing to worry about. You don't want to worry about a thing. Now, boys, you go to bed now, and thank you very much for being so helpful.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
You twit. Have you got it back?
Yeah.
Sally, Daddy, you won't leave me. It might come back.
Oh, don't be silly, darling. Of course you won't.
No, of course not. Come on, sweetheart, I'll tuck you in.
Oh, can't I sleep in your room tonight?
Can she?
Oh, please. I'm frightened.
Well...
Oh, please.
All right, darling. I'll sleep in Jane's room. Sorry, love.
Can't be helped. Good night. Sleep well.
I don't feel like sleeping now. I think I'll go downstairs and watch the telly.
There's a very good late-night film advertised to cheer
good.
you up.
What's it called?
Never on Sunday.
Kendall and Jake.
That's later tonight, but right now we continue our comedy strand with Wendy Craig in And Mother Makes Five.
I'm a lonely little petunia in an onion patch. An onion patch. An onion patch. I'm a lonely little petunia in an onion patch. And all I do is cry all day. Oh. Oh, blast! Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo!
Right! That's it! You long-eared yobbo, you! You've done it this time. I'll see you get hell for this.
What's been going on?
It was an accident, Mum, honestly.
Oh, dear.
Oh, don't cry.
Don't cry. The onions.
I was aiming for a coat tin.
And he missed and he hit old Turnbull's.
Oh, no. Don't tell me you've potted one of Turnbull's beloved plastic gnomes.
Oh, no, Mum, it was the,
Thank goodness for that. You know how he likes to make trouble. If one of those gnomes was harmed, he'd campaign to bring back hanging.
It's worse than a plastic gnome, Mum.
Oh, don't be silly, dear. There's nothing worse than a plastic gnome.
Well, there is, you know. That new coach lamp outside his front door.
Good grief, not the coach lamp. He's been saving up for ages for that. 2,575, he told me.
What, pounds?
Oh, no, cigarette coupons. David should never have bought you that air rifle. I was against it from the start. You used to have just as much fun with paper pellets and knicker elastic. That'll be Turnbull. Now make yourself scarce. I'll handle this. Mr. Turnbull, surely you wouldn't strike a woman.
What? No, but if I get my hands on that son of yours, I'll...
You'll what?
I'll... Your kids are a blasted nuisance.
Mr. Turnbull, look, I'm extremely sorry about your coach lamp, and I'll see it's replaced, even if I have to smoke myself to death.
It's not a question of that. You know perfectly
Yes,
well.
I'll admit it will be very inconvenient for you not to have a light outside your door, but in the meantime, you're very welcome to borrow Simon's bicycle lamp.
You know what you can do with your rotten bicycle lamp, don't you?
Happy to oblige if you'll do the same with your plastic gnomes.
Never you mind my gnomes, Mrs. Redway. The police are going to hear about this.
Mr. Turnbull, with your voice, I've no doubt they've already heard.
Oh, very funny, I'm sure. I'll tell you something else, Mrs. Redway. You're riding for a fall.
Mr. Turnbull, mind you don't trip over the wheelbarrow.
Oh, Mum, you were great. You really told him where to get off.
Yeah, we heard that crash. Did he put the boot in?
What?
So I wish David was here. He'd not been proud of you, Mum.
Yes, well, he won't be proud of you, and neither am I. Now, sit down. Come on, I want to have a talk to you two. Especially you, Simon.
Especially me?
Yes. Because in a moment of thoughtlessness, you've broken the law, and for the second time. Now, the police have already cautioned you about carrying your air gun in the street without its cover. Now Turnbull's going to report you'll be in worse trouble.
Oh, blimey, will he have to do porridge?
Oh, shut up, Nook.
Peace and quiet. Now, listen. In a civilized society, laws are made for the benefit of everyone. Otherwise, there would be anarchy.
Anarchy? What's that?
Well, it's defying statutory law and legislation.
Statue what?
It's when people are naughty, when they do what they like and they laugh at the law.
Oh, you mean like during the water shortage when you sprinkled the garden in the middle of the night?
No, that was different. I mean, my hydrangeas, they were like dish mops. I mean, you couldn't call that anarchy. That's called mitigating circumstances.
Wasn't anarchy that time Grandpa used the loo when the train was standing in the station?
Peter, you're being silly.
But it was breaking the law, Mum.
Well, yes, in a way, I suppose. It's...
Everybody loves
Oh, there's David. Now, he's the one to put you on the right track. David, we're in the kitchen.
Hello, Sal, my lovely girl. Hello, boys.
Oh, you're in a happy mood. I'm glad, because I want to talk to you about something.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late, but I stopped off at the Heart and Hounds for a drink with an American client and it went on a bit.
Oh, good. Well, now you're home, I'd better tell you what...
Mind you, he was a very tough bargainer, but I eventually softened him up.
Oh, good. Well, I was wondering if you could have a
He
word...
got under large scotches, but I coasted along on beer.
Oh, well done, darling. Look, I was hoping you'd have a word with the boys about keeping on the right side of the law.
Well, of course, the pub closed at 3, but old Harry, the landlord, bless him, he eased us into the back bar and he kept an eye open for the cops.
David!
Yeah, we went on boozing there till it was opening time again.
Get with the boys!
Breaking after hours? Isn't that breaking the law?
Well, of course it is. But only if you get caught.
David, really?
Darling, don't get into a flap. The boys will learn when they grow up. It's what's called bending the rule.
That's funny. Mum said it was called anarchy.
Come on, get on with your breakfast or you miss the school bus.
Oh, don't worry, they'll make it. They always do.
You know very well, darling, they don't always make it. In fact, I've written so many excuse letters to their teachers this term, I've almost run out of convincing lies.
David, I hope you haven't used that yarn of yours about the curry powder.
Curry powder?
Yes, about me overdoing it and everyone getting the runs. David, you haven't, have you?
No, I think I'll save that one for opting out of the parent-teacher cheese and wine party. Finish your homework, Jane?
Yes.
Let's have a look at it.
Well, I've left
Haven't
it.
done it, have you?
No.
Why didn't you own up? You know, I can't imagine where you learned to tell fibs so easily. Well, try and catch up with tonight. Come on, eat up your breakfast.
David, do you think the police have forgotten about that trouble with old Turnbull's coach lamp? I mean, it's been a fortnight since the copper came round to see you and Mum.
No, we'll be getting a letter telling us what they've decided. But the police never forget anything. And the one who came round here will certainly never forget your mother.
Oh, David, I was only trying...
I know, darling, you were only trying to win him over. But it was hardly the height of subtlety to tell him we didn't eat much sugar in this family, and did he know of anyone who could use a few bags?
Oh, come on, I didn't think it was that obvious.
What, before he'd even taken off his helmet?
Listen, Simon's future was at stake. I think my efforts were pretty impressive.
They certainly were. You should have seen his face when you started singing Ain't Misbehaving into his walkie-talkie.
Now, don't snigger. This is a serious business. Come on, hurry up. Clean your teeth.
Oh, Lord, I'll get ready too. Come on, everybody, chop, chop.
Oh, cheer up, mister. I'll deal with that letter when it arrives.
Oh, do you really think everything's going to be all right, Mum?
Well, of course it is. Now, listen, don't worry. I'll think of something.
Yeah, OK.
I wonder if the Queen's at Windsor or Buckingham Palace.
It's a letter, Sally. They're all for Daddy.
Oh, yes, there always are. No one to walk with, all by myself. No one to talk with. The Petty Sessional Division.
Come on, Peter, and stop
Look, if you don't hurry up, you'll miss that bus. You have to run all the way to school.
Yeah, we're coming, all right.
Any letters, darling?
Yes, they're over there.
Oh, good.
We're off now, Mum. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, Mum.
Bye-bye, darling.
Yeah, bye-bye, boys.
Bye-bye, sweetheart. Bye, Dad.
Oh, bye, sweetheart. Bills as usual. Is that the lot?
Yes.
Well, give us a brush down, darling, will you? Well, give us a brush down. Come on, I'm going to be late.
Oh, yes.
Come here, my proud beauty.
David, I thought you were in a hurry.
Oh, not for important things. Like reading my letters. Yeah. Just as I imagined. Oh, damn it. It's the final day of the antique fair in Zurich. Still, this is more important. I'll just have to catch the last plane back in the evening. And, oh, Lord...
David, will you stop muttering and tell me what it's about?
This is as I feared. Simon's been summoned to appear before the juvenile court on the 24th.
Oh, no, it can't be true. Oh, poor Simon, being probed and pilloried by some flint-faced magistrate. David, you've got to stop it. I know. I'll take the blame. I'll say it was my fault. I'll say I told him to shoot at that lamp because I thought it was hideous.
Darling, don't get so hysterical. It's not a capital offence. And I doubt if Judge Jeffries is sitting on the bench. Anyway, I know Simon. And whatever the magistrate's decision, he'll take it like a man.
You can be sure of that. Where did I go wrong?
Eh?
I've always tried to set them a good example by being an upright, law-abiding citizen myself.
Oh, come on, Sal, don't upset yourself.
David.
What?
The magistrate.
Well, what about him?
Do you think he'd like a pound of sugar?
Hey, I know what you're thinking. Why? Why does an orangutan like me come to a lunatic asylum like California? For the women? I don't think so. Body's too long, arms too short. Get out of here. Why? To get a facelift? 5,000 miles for a tummy tuck, buttock suck, all over pluck? Not me, pal. Collagen injections? With my lips. Do me a favor, Mr. L.A. Never eat a chili before you take a bath. Hey, what's the matter, lady? Someone stolen your wheels? Why California? Sun-kissed is why. You want real taste, you gotta have real oranges, okay? So this place got one thing right. Hey, you guys got something against long hair, or what?
Weep for the crispy bits. These plucky innocents ask only to pursue their dream of maximum crispiness. And what do? We tie them down in toffee. We chain them in chocolate. There are literally hundreds of crispy bits bursting to get out of every single toffee crisp. And we, my friends, we can free them! That one's fine, Bill. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Verily, long and hard have we searched, and...
Just get the can.
The can? Oh, yes, sorry. The old one.
Bathroom's free.
Sorry, Dad, late for school.
Oh, morning, Kevin. Good morning, Dad. How are you this fine morning? Oh, very well, thank you.
Shirley, have you seen my new pink shirt?
Try the airing cupboard, dear. But mind that loose shelf.
Oh, thanks for telling me.
Well done, Dad. You found my PE kit.
Think I'll go back to bed.
And I'll bring you a nice cup of PG tips.
You can really taste the difference in a cup of PG. Tender tips make tastier tea.
Now I'm ready to face the world.
Don't forget your lie-in, Jeff. This Saturday.
Oh, no, love. Show Kevin doesn't.
Oh, you manage.
Well, don't you know about child benefit?
Child benefit.
Yeah.
When you go down the post office for your stamps, you hand over your book, she gives you the money.
It's brilliant,
it
you
comes
see.
straight to you, see?
Dale, what are you doing there?
Who's she?
Don't know, he just met her, I think.
Stop that.
Drink it. Don't spit it out. Yes, it. You've got all this to look forward to.
Yes, lovely.
Now you can get that airy scent of spring in a washing up liquid, because now there's new Spring Fresh Fairy. So you get that wonderful spring fresh feeling every time you wash up. New Spring Fresh Fairy. Spring bottled.
Indigestion. It's a bit like swallowing a rhinoceros sideways.
It was a great relief, really, to come across.
Ready Rapids.
Well, I liked them because...
They've got a nice fruity flavour to them.
Tangy.
They do taste good.
Everybody says if you've got indigestion...
The pain do ease with Rapids.
It's tangy, it's fast, it's Rennie Rapids.
Water glass. Look, I've got a cracked windscreen.
A Rover 216. We'll send someone out to you.
I also need a screen for an 8-stage Cavalier, a 92 Mercedes 190, an 88 Volvo 74...
If you need glass for any car, any place, any time, Autoglass.
No problem, sir.
One call does it all.
like Beau to see her.
Look, I can't arrive at the court late. I waited for David as long as I dared.
No, poor David. He must be sitting there frantic, fork-bound at Zurich Airport.
Yes, thank goodness you rallied round to bolster up the Redway ranks. I shall count on your moral support when I'm called upon to plead for the defence.
Mum, I know you've been up all night learning a speech, but, well, don't you think you better leave it to the solicitor?
Solicitor? This calls for a mother's personal touch.
Yes, that's what worries me.
I shall stand up.
No, what's your mouth?
Yes, I shall stand up and say, "Good afternoon, Your Honour. I would like to quote..."
Not Your Honour, dear. This is an English juvenile court, not Perry Mason. It's the bench you have to address.
Good afternoon, bench.
Well, it's too late to rehearse now. We're almost there.
You're always complaining about my driving. She charged round that corner like a rogue elephant.
Blinking women drivers. Go on, Mum, give her a blast. She nearly caused a nasty accident.
You're right. She's not fit to drive a milk float, this stupid old rat. Hey! Stop! You road hog! You're a menace! You're not fit to ride a bicycle!
Yes, I saw her, all right. Do you know who it is? It's Sophie Grenfell. I was at school with her.
I don't care if it's Sophie Tucker. She's slowing down. She's going to the same place as us. She must be up for mass murder, at least.
Very unlikely, Sally. She's the chief magistrate.
Oh, this is going to be worth watching. Go on, Mum. Let her have it.
Stop!
Madam, what the devil do you think you're doing?
Be quiet. Have you no manners? This lady is obviously on important business and in a hurry.
Blasted women's lib.
That's extremely thoughtful of you. Tell me, didn't I pass you just now along the road?
Well, yes, actually, I'm Mrs. Redway. I was trying to attract your attention.
Oh, I see. Was there something you wanted?
Oh, well, yes, if it isn't too presumptuous, I just wondered where you bought that divine hat.
I really can't remember. I've had it for ages.
Oh, well, never mind. I don't suppose it would look as good on me. I say, that was a pretty nifty bit of parking. But then you must be a pretty expert driver to handle a car of this size. I'm hopeless.
Oh, Mum.
Oh, this is my son, Simon. He's appearing here today. Just a trivial matter, you know, and I'm sure with the infallibility of British justice.
How do you do? I'm Mrs. Grenfell.
How do you do?
Mrs. Grenfell? Mrs. Sophie Grenfell?
Yes.
The lady magistrate? Yes, of course. Oh, this is an honour. Isn't this an honour, Simon? Oh, dear, we mustn't keep you.
That's all right, and thank you once again.
Oh, my pleasure. I'll see you in court.
What? Oh, I sincerely hope not. I shall be in the adult court, hearing a case of income tax evasion.
Oh, Simon, don't be despondent. It doesn't matter who hears your case. All you have to do is to be as truthful as possible and don't try to pull the wool over anybody's eyes.
Mum, I don't understand. You've been doing exactly the opposite.
Oh, well, that was different. Those were white lies. You'll understand when you're older.
Will I?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Telling white lies is one of the sad truths about growing up.
Come on, you two. I've been having trouble with a traffic warden about the car.
Really? What happened?
Oh, it's all right now.
I told him you were the Lady Mayoress.
You see what I mean?
The court will proceed.
Stand up, Simon. You are Simon Harrison?
Yes.
Well, Simon, the police are saying that on or about the 16th of September, you were using your air gun in the garden, and you fired it and damaged the coach lamp, which is the property of Mr. Turnbull. The coach lamp hangs...
And so in view of the boy's previous good character, which no doubt is due to the shining example set by his parents, I ask the bench to regard this case as a trivial misdemeanor.
Perhaps the boy's mother would like to say something.
The quality of mercy is not strong. It
Droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath.
It is
Yes,
twice...
that's quite all right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Redway. You can sit down.
What do you think they're whispering about?
Shh, you mustn't whisper.
They are?
Well, you mustn't whisper when they're whispering.
This court has for some time been much perturbed by the escalation and the misuse of weapons by the young people. However, as we feel that this was nothing more than a prank, not likely to be repeated by this boy of good character, we intend to deal with the matter with a small fine. How much pocket money do you get?
£1 a week.
Sir.
Sir.
Very well, then, you will be fined 50 pence.
Now I have your directions with regards to the weapons, huh?
Yes, it may be returned to the owner.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no, isn't that wonderful? Oh, I'm so happy to be relieved. Listen, I just want to come over. Oh, excuse me. I know this is a irregular, but I just wanted to say thank you for your kindness and your tolerance and understanding, you know. Well, goodbye, and may good fortune attend you.
Simon, how'd it go?
Oh, it's all right. I got fined 50 pence.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Look, I'm sorry I couldn't be here to help, but apart from being delayed by fog, I got stopped at the customs, which is a bit tricky because I had a bottle of brandy over the quota.
Oh, really?
It was all right, though. I stuffed it down with Long Johns.
Long John.
Well, it was cold enough in Zurich to freeze the... 50 pence, eh? Well, that's not much, and I hope the ordeal of all this will teach you to keep on the right side of the law in future.
What about the brandy down your Long Johns?
What? Where's your mother?
Don't forget the air gun, Sally.
Oh, no. Hold this for me, Auntie, will you?
Oh, look! He's forgotten his carriage lamp.
So he has.
Yes. Do you think our Turnbull's still here?
Expect so.
Shall we give it to him?
Yes, let the old devil have it.
Hey, stop there! Put that gun down! Help! Constable! He's getting me with the gun!
Oh, wait a minute! That's
Stand back, sir! Stand back! This woman is dangerous! What? She's been using threatening behaviour!
Oh, no, come on. Listen, that's my husband. I want to tell him something.
You can tell him later,
No,
love.
I want to tell him now.
Oh, go on, then.
David.
Yes, darling.
Tell the boys
Yes.
that justice and truth will prevail.
Right.
And did you listen to the oven?
I'm sure your mother's a lovely lady. But will she like him?
Talk with them. You see?
I regret to report there's been an incident at the pass.
You've only got to make a pass and you're in trouble.
New Year's Eve at 7:35. Carry on up the Khyber. Robin Williams.
I love to sell $45,000.
What? Everybody hands up! Tell me, go away! Go away!
The Cadillac Man.
You're doing good, sir.
10:15 New Year's Eve.
My Jove, what a beauty.
She certainly is, Mr. Farland. A racing thoroughbred.
Is Tristan in love this New Year's Day at 5? More comedy now on UK Gold with a surprise visit from Auntie in And Mother Makes 5.
Hello? Yes, she is. Just hang on a moment, Jonathan.
Jonathan, just look at her. She's come over all unnecessary.
That's enough, Peter. Jonathan's a very nice boy.
Well, everyone at school thinks he's a prize wet.
Hello, Jonathan.
Hello, Jonathan.
Shh. It's nice to hear you too.
Even the girls can beat him up.
Peter. What, this afternoon? A walk in the park?
Of course, darling.
Of course, darling. No, sorry. No, I didn't mean the darling. Oh, well, I did. But I didn't mean to say it. I mean, 2 o'clock. Fine. I'm looking forward to it, too.
What's she looking forward to at her age?
Yeah, okay. Bye, Jonathan.
You know what they say about good school?
Peter?
This could be the start of something small.
You...
Going out tonight, Mum?
No, I don't think so, darling.
Well, there's a good film on at the Regal.
What, Lola's at it again?
Well, the pub. No, it's a long time since you and David have been to the pub. There's a cabaret on at the bingo.
Simon?
Madame Erotica. She's got 3 snakes.
You wouldn't by any chance be trying to get rid of us for the evening, would you?
What did your parents do when you were courting?
Who is it this time?
Oh, no, Mum, this is for keeps. I can feel it. I want to be alone with Vilma.
Vilma?
Yeah, Vilma Brown. She's changed my life.
Since when?
Yesterday.
Well, you've got your room.
Oh, no, Mum, it's too small. Besides, what about all my posters?
Yes, I can see that Vilma mightn't be too impressed surrounded by other people's bosoms. Well, I'll have a word with David. It's ages since we've been out on a Saturday night.
Oh, thanks a lot, Mum. Hello?
Hello, love. May I speak to your mother for a moment, please?
Oh, it's Auntie Betty. Hang on a minute. It's Auntie Betty.
Betty? Oh, now there's an example to you. She and Uncle Frank have been married for 30 years and they've hardly been apart. Now that's what real romance means. Hello, this is a surprise. How are you, Betty?
I'm fine, Sally. And you're my favourite niece, and we've always got along well together, so I know I can trust you.
Trust me?
I'm here, in London.
In London? On your own?
Yes, that's why I'm trusting you. Do you know, this is my first weekend away from Frank in 30 years, and I've come up to London on a knees up.
A knees up? Simon, would you go and make a start on the washing up, please? Yes, Betty.
Well, Frank's had to go up north on a job this weekend, and I suddenly realised I was fancy-free, so I've come to London. Well, I might never get another chance on my own.
Yes, but Betty...
Now, Sally, you were a widow for 6 years before you married David. Don't tell me you sat at home every night knitting.
Well, no, but...
Oh, Sally, there's a man waiting to use this phone box, and I've just caught his eye and he winked at me. Oh, isn't freedom exciting?
But if Frank ever got to hear of this...
Oh, don't worry, love. When he gets home tomorrow night, I'll be sitting in front of the telly. Now, listen, love. Can I pop in for a quick drink early this evening? Will you be there?
Well, yes, but...
Then I can fix you in between a visit to an old beau of mine in Pimlico and a hen party in Good Street. With any luck, they may have some male strippers. Oh, but they do have male strippers now, you know. All right, I'll see you at 6 then.
But you don't know where I live.
Oh, well, I've got your address. Bye.
Mum, if Auntie Betty's in London, she'll be coming here, won't she?
Well, yes,
Well, so
yes,
what
I
about
suppose
Vilma
so.
and me?
Oh, darling...
Mum, this is love. Love! I want to be alone with her. What's wrong with him?
He wants to be alone. Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Spicer. It's Simon next door. Just thought I'd let you know there's a very good film on at the Regal. Lola's at it again. It's sort of romance with a little bit of action, if you see what I mean. And...
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh. Well, there's a cabaret on at the bingo. Madame Erotica and her 3 snakes.
Snakes, yes. I like the snakes. I hated her. But if your telly's broken down and you want me to leave the key under the mat again, like last time...
I am going out this evening, actually, Simon.
Oh, really?
Yes, your mother's asked me round for a drink.
Oh, you'll be able to meet my Auntie Betty. Shame Uncle Frank isn't going to be there. He knows some great dirty stories.
Uncle Frank!
David, how are you? And none of that uncle business. I told you that when Sally first introduced us.
Good Lord, this is a surprise.
Yes, an even bigger one if it ever gets back to Betty. Well, I'm down here and she's up there.
We're at home.
At home? Of course she's at home. Where else would she be? Except for 2 weeks a year in Blackpool and the odd weekend off for a family funeral.
Come and sit down.
No, you see, I'm supposed to be in Manchester dealing with some work trouble. But United's playing at home and they can't find anyone to form a picket. So here I am, footloose and fancy-free. So point me in the direction of something sinful. What do you suggest?
How about a drink at our place tonight?
Sally wouldn't tell Betty.
No.
That's good. So, a drink with you and yours at about 6. Lovely. Now, I've got your address, and in between times, I might pay a friendly call on an old girlfriend.
Ropey's bookshop.
Hello, David.
Oh, Sal, I was just going to call you.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, I had a little surprise for you.
No.
What?
I had a surprise for you.
No.
Sally.
Yeah. Good, what was yours?
No, you tell me yours first.
Sally? Recognise your favourite uncle?
It's Frank.
Of course it's Frank. I'm just down on a quick trip. Poor old Betty couldn't make it.
Poor old Betty.
However, I dropped in on David and he twisted my arm to call in on you tonight about 6 for a quick drink.
Oh.
What was that, dear?
Oh, nothing, just a hiccup. Could I have a quick word with David, please?
Certainly, he's right here. Now to visit the old girlfriend.
Hey, good luck.
Thanks.
Sal, it's me again. Yeah, wasn't that a surprise?
More of a surprise than you know, David, and the surprise isn't just for us.
What?
Frank mustn't come here this evening.
What?
Well, tell him any tale. Tell him you're in a darts match. We're going to see a snake dancer.
Sally!
Just stop him!
The 2 ladies gone.
What?
Well, to tell you the truth,
I know the truth.
he's down here without Auntie Betty.
And Auntie Betty's down here without him. They're both coming round here for a drink tonight at 6 o'clock.
Oh, no.
Well, yes, and I've just been lecturing the children on the sanctity of true love. Listen, Frank and Betty mustn't meet. Oh, there's the doorbell.
Well, it can't be Betty unless you got a helicopter from Waterloo.
Of course not.
Oh, Sally's on the phone.
Yes, I know. I've been trying to ring her still. It's probably saved me 10p.
It's such a shame. It's their first visit here ever, and forever and ever afterwards they'll be eyeing each other with suspicion. I'm not listening. David? It's their first time.
What?
At this house, ever. Both of them. Well, Monica's just come in, and she's given me a marvellous idea.
What idea?
So, you see, if Betty arrives here first, that's fine, because the children are expecting her. Whereas if Frank arrives first, we'll tell him he's made a mistake
And whip him round here.
We'll supply the drinks, of course, Monica.
Yes.
I'll go and get some.
And crisps.
And crisps.
I'm terribly sorry, Monica. I'd completely forgotten that you were supposed to be coming round to our place this
Oh,
evening.
never mind about that. What are you doing with my husband's photographs?
Well, what will Frank think if he sees a strange man's pictures all round the room? We'll bring some of our photographs round.
And bottles.
And bottles, yes. Have you got a hiding place for these?
Oh, right.
We'll be glad to pay for your evening out, Monica. There's a cabaret on at the bingo, I hear. Or Lola's at it again.
I've seen her at it once.
Oh.
Still, since Joss is away and our evening's cancelled, and my house is going to be full of your relatives, I suppose I could do worse than see Lola's at it again.
Sally! Sorry, am I a bit early?
Oh, that's all right, Uncle Frank.
That taxi driver drove like Jackie Stewart. Scared the living daylights out of me, so I'm dying for a drink.
Yes, well, could you die for it just a moment longer, Uncle Frank? You see, this isn't my house.
It isn't?
No, it isn't. I live next door. I just happened to be calling on a neighbour. Wasn't it a lucky thing you had the wrong number?
But I've got the same number as you have.
Oh, yes, well, they've all been changed.
The numbers?
Yes. It's like the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. They knocked down the end house and we all moved up one. Do you know?
Laguna by Renault. It's all worked out beautifully.
Damage caused by everyday washing and styling soon adds up. Protect your hair 1 minute once a week with VO5 Hot Oil Conditioner, or through the week with new VO5 Hot Oil Shampoo. VO5 Hot Oil Conditioner is absorbed into the hair, repairing it outside and in, to maintain soft, shiny, manageable hair. VO5 Hot Oil and Hot Oil Shampoo.
Perfect sound helps to make an image more powerful. The new Ferguson Nicam TV with Dolby Pro Logic. Ferguson, the bigger picture.
Someone will help care for your little ones. Help little chests fight big coughs. And you'll find there's a pharmacist to help and advise you. Boots. Someone cares.
Hello? I want to book a family holiday. Great value for money with action in the water, fun fairs, great entertainment. I know it's asking a lot. Any ideas?
Butlins, of course.
If you've got a battery-operated smoke alarm, it's essential that you carry out the following simple checks. Test the battery every month by pressing this button. And once a year, replace the battery and remove dust from the sensor with a vacuum cleaner. Look after your smoke alarm. If it doesn't wake you, maybe nothing will. Wake up. Check your smoke alarm.
To clean the dirt in your bathroom, there's Jif Micro Liquid, now with its new improved micro power. On soapy scum and watermarks, just a couple of drops clean better than ordinary all-purpose liquids. So the shine is brighter, and it's brilliant on greasy floors everywhere. Improved Jif Micro Liquid cleans to a bigger, brighter shine all around the home. That's the power of Jif. Prices are tumbling.
At the Argos sale.
This is our house, Uncle Frank. Now, I don't seem to be able to get the key in the lock.
Can I give you a hand?
Oh, it's all right. That's it.
Oh, nice. Very nice. You know, Sal, this hall is much nicer than your neighbours'.
Yes, well, go through, Uncle Frank.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I bet those boys have grown.
Oh, yes, they have a bit. Well, sit down, Uncle Frank. What would you like?
Will I be seeing them?
What?
The boys and your stepdaughter.
Oh, no, isn't it sad? They had previous arrangements.
Oh, what a pity.
Yes. But they said they love.
Oh, bless them. Now, what would I like? I think a whiskey and soda will fill the bill nicely.
A whiskey and soda.
Be lovely. You know you haven't changed, my darling.
Haven't I?
No, you're younger, if anything.
Watch it.
What was that, dear?
Oh, nothing. Whiskey and soda.
Yes, it'd be lovely.
Oh.
Sally, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's all right, Uncle Frank. No, it isn't.
I'm sure it was something valuable.
Oh, no, it wasn't, Uncle Frank. Yes, it was.
Look, get me a dustpan and brush.
Oh, I don't know where they are.
What?
Oh, just a minute. Monica. Oh, Monica, I'm so sorry.
That's all right. I'll bring a relative round to your house sometime and break it up. Just one brush.
Where's David?
Oh, well, he's just...
Is he home yet?
No. He's been a bit delayed at the shop, I'm afraid.
Oh, what a shame.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, perhaps that's him.
Yes.
Look, just show me where I can find a dustpan and brush.
It doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Just, pour yourself a drink. Hello?
Sally, Matey's here.
Oh, good grief.
It's all right. I've given her a drink and sat her down.
She hasn't broken anything, has she?
What?
Oh, nothing.
Anyway, she's asking after you. I think we'd better do a swap.
Yes.
Okay. You leave now, I'll leave now.
like changing guard at Buckingham Palace.
Was it David?
Yes, he's home now.
What?
No, that was someone ringing up to say that he should be home now. Well, you just finish your drink, Uncle Frank, and I'll go and get the dustpan and brush. It's too late now. Monica will give you a dustpan and brush. Oh, Betty, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's all right, dear. David told me you were upstairs powdering your nose.
Oh. Thanks for the pieces.
Oh, so she's got you at it. Eh? Here, give it to me. It was all my fault.
Oh, no, I'm sure it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I'm sorry I wasn't here when you arrived.
Oh, that's all right. Sally explained all that.
Yeah, I was upstairs tidying up.
Upstairs? But she said you weren't home.
Yeah, perhaps you didn't hear me come in.
No, thank you, dear. Of course, I haven't met Jane before. What a pretty girl.
Thank you. You've seen the boys, though?
Well, apparently Simon's not here, but Peter's very kindly getting me a little bit of ice for my gin. Thank you, dear. And David had to make a rather important phone call.
Oh, no, he just went out. Out of the front door, he did, Mum. I saw him.
Yes, well, he's probably just gone to fetch something from the car. Oh, well, Betty, it is nice to see you.
Well, it's nice to be here, dear. But the children, you don't suppose it'll get back to Frank?
Oh, no, of course not.
Oh, you know, I do feel guilty thinking of him labouring away up there. But it has been over 30 years. Cheers.
Do you mind if I make a phone call, David?
Phone
to
call?
Betty. Even after 30 years, she still expects it. And she's not to know where it comes from, is she?
Well...
She'll be sitting at home at this moment, just waiting for me to call.
Would you like another one, Auntie Betty?
Oh, no, dear. I'll wait till David gets back to pour it. I'm old-fashioned enough to think that that's the gentleman's prerogative.
Dad's not at the car, Mum.
No, there's no sign of him.
Yes, well, just help yourself to supper, dears.
You don't think he disapproves, do you?
Disapproves?
David, of me deceiving Frank like this?
Oh, no, of course not.
Well, he seemed very strange when I arrived.
Strange?
Well, sort of on edge. And then he made an excuse to leave the room, and I didn't really see him since. You know, I think I will have that drink.
Oh, yes, of course.
You know, suddenly I begin to feel like a scarlet woman.
We seem to be, out of tonic. I'll just,
No reply.
Perhaps she's gone out shopping.
What, at 6:30? In any case, she always waits for my call.
Well, have another drink, Frank.
You don't think anything's happened, do you?
I just had to powder my nose.
I think I'll try the number again.
Frank's worried because he can't get hold of Betty.
Yes, well, Betty feels like a scarlet woman. It's something to do with you leaving. Do you think you could go back there now?
How did I make her a scarlet woman?
Well, you disappeared, and she thinks you disapprove.
Oh, God.
Oh, and give her a tonic.
David? Sally?
Oh, this is Monica.
Monica?
Who does for us. You shouldn't have stayed so late, Monica.
Well, I've been delayed, haven't I? Putting pieces of broken china into dustbins.
Look, do excuse us. Good night. Sally, I can't get through to Betty.
Oh, yes, well, we've been having trouble with the phone.
Oh, really?
Yes, now just you relax, Uncle Frank. Oh.
Yes. Only you see, it suddenly seems such a long time ago since I saw her. Could I have a look at your album?
My what?
Your first wedding. We weren't at your second. Do you remember we just sent you a wedding present? Oh, I don't seem to see it.
Yes, well, we move it about, you see.
What a fireside companion set.
Well, the children play with it. I'll go and find it, and I'll find the album.
And where's David disappeared to again?
Oh, I'll find David, too. Oh, the tongs.
What?
And the album.
Well, Betty still feels a Scarlet Woman.
Well, we're all going to turn scarlet if they meet up.
Oh.
Go and see Frank. Did David give you a tonic?
Yes, thank you, dear, but I'm sure I'm giving you a lot of trouble.
Gracious, why?
Well, you and David are always out of breath. You never seem to sit down.
Oh, nonsense. There, I'm sitting down now. Oh, the album.
Oh, the family album. I'd love to look at that.
Yeah, well, you're next in line. Would you like to see our wedding album?
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, and I see you've still got our fireside companion set. Frank chose that. You know, he's very good at choosing presents. Oh, dear. You know, I begin to feel so guilty about Frank being down here on my own.
Oh, don't be silly. He'll never know. Now then, just you browse through our wedding photographs.
Are you off again?
Well, I'm just going to check the, check.
No reply. Yeah, well, perhaps she's visiting a neighbour.
I'm worried, David. I really am.
Fireside companion set. I said the children, didn't I? Oh, and there's the album. Oh.
Yeah, excuse me a moment, Frank.
You're not going? What? I've hardly seen the two of you together all the evening.
Neither have we.
There's Betty at your first wedding.
Yes.
Oh, a beautiful woman, your aunt. Do you know, in all the years, she's hardly changed.
Simon.
Mum, what are you doing next door?
Next door?
You say hello to your Uncle Frank.
Hello, Uncle Frank. What are you and Mum doing next door?
And introduce us to your friend.
Oh, yes, this is Vilma.
Hello.
I didn't know Uncle Frank was coming down.
Yes, well, you and Vilma want to be on your own, I'm sure.
That's what Auntie Betty said.
Betty?
Bye-bye, dear.
She's next door with David.
What's that about Betty?
It's all right, Frank. They're just off.
What are our fire tongs doing here?
Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Could Betty speak to Frank, please?
Sally? Are you out of your tiny mind?
Please!
Hello?
Betty!
Frank, how did you know I was here? Where are you?
I'm right next door.
Sorry, Mum, did I say something wrong?
Oh, let's go and see, shall we?
Betty!
Frank!
So sorry, Frank.
No, I'm sorry, Betty.
It was just an impulse.
So was mine.
I was thinking about you.
I've been trying to ring you.
Oh, no, I was at Sally's.
Is this Sally's?
Yes, it's a lovely big house, isn't it?
It's big, is it?
Yes, why?
I was thinking, now we're together, let's make a weekend of it.
Oh, wasn't that romantic?
Even though it means making up the spare room.
David, you've no soul.
But it was romantic.
Do you think we'll be like that in 30 years' time?
Of course we will.
Come on, then. You leave now, and I'll leave now.
Sally!
Try again in 30 years' time.
At 7:30 next Friday on UK Gold, Father Dear Father. Next this evening, is Rumpold ripe for retirement?
UK Gold invite you on safari to experience the wonders of Africa, seen through the eyes of a young girl.
He has a full stomach.
Now don't you ever wander off, or the leopards will get you.
We journey, journey.
But the behavior of her human companions sometimes proves more bewildering.
I'm going to give you 20 of the best. No, you're not. This is my farm. You do it then.
Tommy, Daddy and Mr. Wood are having a fight.
Join David Robb, Hayley Mills, Nicholas Jones, Sharon Morn, and Holly Aird
God, I can't.
on the adventure of a lifetime. The Flame Trees of Thika, Tuesday and Thursday at 11. Terry's getting back into training.
What bit of lunacy made you buy a greyhound, eh?
I didn't buy him. I took him in loo.
What, a public loo?
Only it's not Terry who needs the training.
Come on in.
He'll run. I have something in here that will bring about a devastating turn of paw.
Faster, Terry, faster! Not as fast as bleeding can!
Ah, no, it's bleeding ridiculous.
Mr. Daly and his minder in another ridiculous venture. Thursday at 9.
1941, and the war threatens all that is cherished.
Gather your rosebuds while you may.
Do you mean I should or you should?
It's a horrible, lovely feeling, Elizabeth.
I don't know what to say.
When I fly, I see you all the time.
A Battle for Love. Today at 3, Love Story on UK Gold.
Finished. Right, upstairs and wash yourselves.
But I wash my hands before supper.
Do as I say, Simon.
But why?
Because Grandma and Grandpa are coming and you have to be clean when they arrive. But you can get as dirty as you like after they've said, Haven't you grown? But wouldn't you look better with your haircuts?
Look, that's quite enough of this nonsense, please. Now go and get washed.
Be lucky if you have any skin left.
Why are Grandma and Grandpa suddenly coming, Mum?
Not suddenly, they often visit us.
Only in the holidays.
Well, you know what the mothers of only sons are like. Absolute dragons. Oh, sorry to burden you with my worries. Can I help you?
Well,
actually, you're interested in. We have some very good volumes here. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's quite all right.
Still, it does prove it's old, doesn't it? There we are.
Thank you.
And,
Oh. Thank you, but I really don't think erotica in Byzantine art is quite my thing, do you?
Awfully sorry, I do beg your pardon. Well, would you like to see a real treasure?
Oh, yes, I would.
We have a very early volume of Goethe's Faust. It's extremely rare. Very valuable.
Oh,
There.
yes, it's quite lovely, isn't it? May I?
Yes, please do.
Oh.
Something interesting?
Yes, I think it is rather. I think it's your grocery list.
Oh, David, not in front of customers.
Darling, this isn't a customer. This is my mother. Let me introduce you. Sally Harrison, my mother, Lady Redway.
Lady?
How do you do?
How did he do?
JVC did the impossible.
They've done the impossible.
He was determined to show the entire world.
Wait till they get a load of this.
And she would have a night she'd never forget.
We're completely surrounded.
JVC
Impossible.
presents a world first in television.
Incredible.
3D Phonic, the home cinema sound system with Dolby Pro Logic.
Impossible.
No external speakers and no cables.
Amazing.
3D Phonic from JVC.
Who's been wearing my black dress?
It's not me.
It's not me.
It's me. It's me.
It could be you.
I'm mad.
What gives you
about
the
boy.
real taste of summer?
Midnight at the Oasis.
100% summer jazz. Enjoy 20 of the coolest jazz classics, from the greatest legends to today's hits. 100% summer jazz. The summer was made for it. From Telstar.
Whatever the occasion, settlers Tums settle Tums.
The Discovery Channel presents Shark Week. Bringing you face to face with this mysterious creature of the deep. Make the voyage with Shark Week, next week on Discovery.
Where's my fish?
You could save up to 30% on your home contents insurance by dealing direct with a company who will help you sort your claim out there and then over the phone and put things right as swiftly as possible.
Horrible it was. This is the very spot, just here. The jaws
For home contents insurance, call free 0800 282820 Guardian Direct.
Pantene Hair Health Update. Sun, Sea and Surf, all the right ingredients for a great summer, all the wrong ingredients for healthy looking hair.
This time of year, I'm often asked how to protect hair from damage. Well, I recommend Pantene Pro B+.
Its pro-vitamin B5 nourishes the roots and penetrates the whole of your hair to the very tip,
leaving it so healthy looking it shines all summer long.
Pantene Pro B+, daily treatment for healthy looking hair.
It's the new Grattan Autumn and Winter Fashion Show. Call 0800 313 313 for hundreds of fashion ideas you'll love. If you're really in a hurry for your clothes, use our next day delivery service. What's more, you can have 20% off your first order. Get your free copy of the new Grattan Autumn and Winter catalogue. Call now, free of charge, on 0800 313 313. That's 0800 313 313. With Grattan, you'll be looking great.
Never forgive him. Never. He might have told me. I just stood there and goggled.
What are you talking about?
But David's mother, she practically lives in Buckingham Palace. Well, but she's Lady Redway, and she's 5'6" of cut diamond aristocracy.
Ever?
He never told me, he never even hinted. He just said, "I'd like to introduce you to my mother, Lady Redway." I felt like Cinderella before her godmother showed up.
Now, what could David have said? My mother's a lady. What's yours?
Don't you side with him. I've gone right off him. We had our first row after she left.
Well, it won't be the last.
He made a deliberate fool of me. I just stood there, tongue-tied and stammering. She must have thought, what on earth does he see in this mindless wonder?
Oh, now, silly.
And he's invited us all round for drinks to meet him. All of us. Our parents, you, the boys.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Yes, lovely.
Listen, he said on the phone last night that he could picture my mother exactly. Tall and elegant, everything on her back, straight from Yves Saint Laurent. Poor Mum. I refuse to have a humiliating evening.
Well, why should it be humiliating?
Well, because if my mum hears that his mum's a ladyship, it'll go straight to her head.
You wanted her to be impressed with David, didn't you?
Yes, but not like this, not the way she'll behave.
She'll behave?
She won't. She'll put on her telephone voice. You know, that extraordinary accent she uses whenever she speaks to local government officials or the vicar, or even when she just makes a phone call to the hairdresser. And when she meets Lady Redway, she'll curtsy. I know she will.
You're exaggerating.
Well, she curtsied when she met the mayor, and he was only the local ironmonger. And her accent was so far back, you'd think somebody had glued her teeth together. It's going to be a terrible evening. Come on, Auntie, think hard. Now, what infectious disease could lay a whole family low in hours?
Sally.
Something tropical.
Sally?
I'll say Dad caught something in Africa.
Sally.
What?
You're not ashamed of your mother, are you?
Ashamed? Certainly not. I adore her, even though she is impossible. Well, I don't want her to be embarrassed at David's house, because I promise you one tiny smirk from him, and the whole thing's over, and I mean that.
Get in there. I'm quite sure nothing will go wrong.
Oh, Mum, listen, if she get out of that! Go get yourselves clean and tidy. Not that way, round the outside and through the front door. You'll see. Wakey, wakey. Hello.
Oh, you had a good day.
Yes, not bad.
If I could have just a little drop more, I think I must have spilled some.
Well, take it easy, Mum, because David Redway's asked us all round for a drink in about an hour.
Oh, and what is this in aid of? Is there going to be some announcement made?
Oh, no, it's purely social. You want to meet him, don't you?
Well, as his employer, yes, but I have reservations about his being
he wants to meet you, and he wants to introduce his mother.
Oh, his mother has got as far as that, has it?
It's Lady Redway. She's up in town for the day. And, David thought it would be a good excuse for a get-together.
Lady Redway? You never told me his mother was a lady.
Well, it never cropped up, had it, in the conversation?
Oh, but you know how interested we are, considering that your father's relation was equerry to...
He was not a relation. He was a friend of my grandfather's, that's all.
Well, you called him Uncle Bill?
Well, you call lots of people Uncle and Aunt when you... I told you over and over again.
Nevertheless, he was equerry to...
Yes, well, Mum, don't you think you ought to get ready?
Ready? I've nothing to wear.
Well, it's not a ball, It's just a quick drink in the next road.
Well, but if Lady Redway's going to be there...
Look, Mum, the invitation is primarily to meet David. His mother just happens to be there.
Yes, David, I'm so looking forward to meeting him.
Well, you were dead against him yesterday.
Well, I didn't know his mother was a lady then, did I?
Well, what difference does she make?
Sally, he's been well brought up. It makes all the difference.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Some of the worst behaviour in this country comes from people with handles to their names.
Handles? Son of Lady Redway, did that mean to say you'll be honourable?
Oh, Mum! Listen, Mum, I tell you frankly, I've been embarrassed once today, and I don't intend to be embarrassed again. So please, please be yourself, and don't talk posh, and don't drop curtsies all over the place, otherwise we're not going to David Redway's at all.
Drop curtsies?
She's had a busy day.
What do you mean?
Now, it's all right.
It's not all right, my own daughter talking to me like that. It's not all right.
She didn't mean it.
Hello?
Hello, darling. We'll just check you up on what time you're coming round.
Well, we're not coming at all, David. I'm sorry.
She said what?
No.
Well, Mum, how do we look? Did you forget our hair or something?
Will you answer a straightforward question?
Not if it's about what I said on the phone just now.
No, it's more straightforward than that.
All right?
Will you marry me?
Are you Sally's mother?
No, I'm her aunt.
I'm Lady Redway. May I come in?
Certainly.
What did she mean, dropping curtsies?
Don't worry, she's had a hard day, that's all.
May I introduce Sally's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Belcher?
Hello. I'm David's mother.
Lady Redway. Call me Olive.
Oh, well, I'm Bernard. This is Eve. How do you do?
Well, I was doing all right until our children began shouting at each other down the telephone. Oh, do let me help. How do you do?
How do you do? I'm afraid it may have been my fault.
Oh, nonsense. It's never the mother's fault. Sometimes the father's, but never the mum's. Oh, no, I take that back. Sorry, Bertie, darling. Mustn't speak ill of the dead.
Bertie Redway?
Yes, did you know him?
Well, only from a distance. When I were in the shipyard, he did wonders for the men. They absolutely worshipped him.
Yes, it was a shame he got that baronetcy. It held him back, you know. They didn't seem to think of him in the same way afterwards. It was so much easier when we were just Olive and Bert. Olive and Bert. Now, I want to know what your daughter intends to do about making my son a happy man. Where is she? Can I see her?
Yes, you can. And if I'm any judge, I'd say your son and my niece were fairly happy at this very moment.
How splendid. May I be the first to congratulate you? You know, things haven't been the same since Bertie died and David got his divorce. No relatives-in-law to have a stand-up row with.
Darling, I've got a confession to make. I only hope you'll still want to marry me after I've told you.
Oh?
Well, you see, my father was awarded his baronetcy for services to industry, and he richly deserved it. I've always hated the idea of being tagged with an unearned title. So, when I inherited it...
Do you mean that really you're...
I'm afraid so. You're not furious, are you?
Furious? No, why should I be? And you're quite right. I think titles are outdated and idiotic.
Oh, thank God for that. My mother's sworn to secrecy, and I'm sure you won't breathe a word to anyone.
No, I promise you I won't. I won't even let drop an occasional sir.
Ooh. It's not only that.
No?
No. You'll be Lady Redway.
Lady Redway? Like hell I will. No, I'm not having that. Me, Lady Redway? I wouldn't be able to lift my head up in the butcher's. Lady Redway? Well, I suppose I could get used to it. I mean, if I forced myself.
Darling, I was only teasing. I renounced the title 2 years ago.
Did you?
Mm.
Well, why didn't you tell me about it?
Darling, 2 years ago we hadn't met.
Well, what's that got to do with it? You could have told me 2 hours ago, 2 minutes ago. That's twice you've cheated.
Sweetheart, I'm only...
Haven't you heard, gentlemen? All the aristocracy of France are losing their heads.
Oh, that's very good. Carry on chopping. Talk back and sides, not too much off the top.
Wednesday at 8:25, it's all up to...
The Black Fingernail.
Theme.